Hey everybody, how are you all doing? Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. Right then, so we are on PV WolfCreek by Mr. Dashnet again today. So let's jump over there and get going, Right then, so hopefully you guys are all having a great day. That's a little bit loud. Let's drop that down. One sec. Actually, let's do it in the game. Probably easier. Da, 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 da. Wow. Holy heck, my sounds are well off for some reason. So let's drop that down a bit. I'll drop that one down a bit as well. Save that and hopefully that's a little bit better for you guys. Alright then. So we're into September, which means I can get on and get some grains planted. I do have my vineyards to get done and dusted at some point, but I do have a field down here as well that needs worked on. Let me drop that down. It's a little bit loud as well. Yeah, I was having a little play around earlier for any of you guys who may have missed it. Thankfully, it was only just a sound check stream. That's not too bad. Right, my wheel is playing up a little bit. But yeah, what I've actually gone out and done is got a new microphone for the weekends. Let me just get this set up a sec. Make sure you set on FS22. I haven't used my wheel in quite a while, so it's not quite set. Right, there we go, that's better. It's still a bit iffy, but good enough. Oops, there we go. Yeah, so hopefully you guys are having a great day out there today. So obviously Pumps and Hoses is now out. Kind of wonder what your thoughts on it are. That is quite a big dead zone. I may have to reload in a minute. That is very strange. Interesting. But yeah, I've been spending a little bit of time over the weekend playing with it myself. Obviously during X-Man stream yesterday he came up with a kind of cool idea. If you didn't want to use the spreaders that come with the pack, you could actually technically run your slurry into the field side storage tank direct from, like, say, your Anim pen, your BGA. Obviously run your pipes and hoses straight to it and then refill your non-pumps and hoses spreader, should we say. So yeah, that's kind of a nice sort of novel idea. So I know he's going to be probably tweaking that a little bit and having a little play around at some point. Right, so yeah, one thing I do need to do is get this guy going first of all on one of my fields, and then I can jump around. Actually, I might, before I start him up, get my wheels sorted out, because the dead zone for some reason has gone like to its default form. So let me just save this and reload quickly, guys. Sorry about this. I think when I did the update over the weekend for pumps and hoses, it must have messed around with some of my settings on there. But this shouldn't take too long, guys. I'd rather get it done now and out of the way rather than later, which is one thing at least. There we go, there we go, there we go. Actually, one thing I haven't looked at is the in-game mod hub today yet. So I'll have a quick peruse while I'm out of the game. See what's been released today. Oh, it looks like my Windows has an update. Great, woohoo! That can wait till after the stream later. So as always, today's going to be about a 3 hour long stream as normal. On the hour, roughly, there will be some ads running. I've currently got a counter on one of my screens showing when it's going to be due. Wow, this is taking a while to reload. Got about 50 minutes, so I should get a fair bit of gameplay going during that. What I'll do while those ads are running, I will take a quick break, and then, yeah, fun and games. But yeah, one thing I've got to sort out at some point is obviously, oh, there we go, is the new microphone. Right, so let's go to options. I'm just going to drop that down, that music is too loud. Try that a sec, there we go. Wheel set. So for any of you guys who don't know and are quite new to the game, you can actually adjust your dead zone on your wheel if you're using one. And all you have to do is come down to your device mouse settings, whatever it is, it's the last one on here. go to switch device, and as you can see, it's set to 14, which is the default. All you have to do is drop that down to sort of 1 to 3%. I usually do 1%. Keeps it quite close and tight. Let's do that on each of the 4 different axes. And then also just hit apply. Okay. Then you can go back. While I'm here, I will just have a quick look at that the downloadable content which releases today. So we've got a couple of maps. What's this? Basically a barrel forklift. That's not bad. It's kind of nice. Wheel loader will attach to wheel loader tools as well. Can grab up to 8 bales at a time, so that's kind of nice if you're going for the realistic stuff to unload your trailers if you want to. Actually, let me drop that down a wee bit more. It's quite loud, actually. There we go. Hopefully, that's better. A couple of tractors, John Deere. That's a nice header, actually. The Honeybee Airflex series. From what I understand, it should go up to about 18 meters, which is about 60 foot, I think that is. So that's kind of a nice one for you guys if you like the bigger equipment. 10 kilometer work speed, so that's nice, not bad actually. May have to add that in, I don't know. Possibly for the next map, because obviously if any of you guys have seen DashNet's next map, it's obviously 16x map, it's going to need this bigger equipment. Ooh, that's kind of nice as well. Bill grab that goes on your front loader, telehandler, stuff like that. That's kind of nice. Kind of had something similar to that on in the what was it? I was going to say Maize Plus, but that's the wrong one. Straw Harvest add-on. They had something similar to that. It's kind of nice, like that. Definitely for those who want the realistic look. Object storage production. What's that? Oh, that's kind of nice. Yeah, obviously I'm using the Achi mobile ones on that, so I'm not really bothered. Maple syrups production. It'd be nice if we had our own version of that, actually, to be honest. Yeah, okay. To be honest, personally, not much there for me, really. Obviously, apart from that, at some point, possibly this, because I had a quick look at this earlier. It's a front mountain mulcher. It's kind of nice. Obviously, you get 3 and 5 meter work with. So technically, what you could do, like it shows in the image here, you could have a plow on the back of cultivator and have it mulching on the front. It's kind of nice. But yeah, actually nothing spectacular there. Something I did have a little play around with. Sugar factory, that should not be coming up like that. Okay, not to worry. Cool, alright then. So let's get back into the game. I didn't add anything, so there we go. So yeah, so hopefully you guys are all having a great day so far. Let me up that a little bit. There we go. Well, that's reloading. Doo-be-doo-be-doo. This does take a little while for me. Obviously, I've got so much actually placed down now. It does take a moment or two. So I'll just grab a quick drink. But yeah, so obviously, Pumps and Hoses is now officially been released. Yes, it's like 24 hours just over. 36 hours roughly now. It's been going. So, out of curiosity for anybody out there listening in, what's your kind of thoughts on it? Do you like it? Don't you like it? You gonna be using it? Not using it? Also, I know one of the big drawbacks currently with any of the SGA maps, you cannot use it. Well, you can use it, but you can't really use the production at the minute on there because they do conflict with the production revamp mod, unfortunately. I do know that Bravin and Mobile are actually looking at it, trying to see if they can actually make it work together. Hopefully in the next couple of weeks they'll get maybe an update release for that. And also they're working on making it compatible, the production revamp, with the Maze Plus as well. That's another mod that has caused us some issues, so hopefully they'll be able to do maybe both at the same time on the update on that. But yeah, great fun for sure. There we go. Hello, Mr. Jababo. How are you doing, great sir? J-A-B-A-B-B-O. Yep, there we go. Obviously, if you're not following Mr. Jababble, make sure to click on the link that's in chat at the minute. Check him out. He's an amazing streamer. Likes a lot of the smaller equipment farms and stuff like that. It's definitely well worth checking that out. Doing amazing, thanks. Not too bad today. Not too bad. At some point, I do have to set up a new microphone for when I'm doing the weekend streams with my daughter. Went out, bought one that has the arm and what you call it, a compressor or something like that. I don't know. It's kind of like an early birthday present to myself from kind of like my wife, really, because she paid for it. It's her money. So there we go. Right. Yeah. So I've got. I did a quick stream sound test earlier with that. Don't know why I'm going up here because it's down here. And obviously there was a slight buzzing in the background, so I've got to get that. Yeah, a little bit fancy. Yeah, so I've got to get that set up at some point properly. I know Imperial Gamer checked out the stream preview afterwards, sort of thing, and mentioned that about dropping the grain effect or something on it. So I'll have to go through, find all the different settings and stuff. I may need to actually install a sound program or something for that. But yeah, but overall I'm kind of happy. And hopefully, fingers crossed, I can get it all set up and sorted by the weekend. Obviously, one issue really is my daughter is feeling a little bit under the weather this week, so whether she's going to be able to stream this weekend, don't know. We'll have to wait and see. So obviously I will let you guys know whether there'll be a stream on Saturday or not. Right, so this does need topped up. I'm going to repair everything so it's all 100%. One thing I will grab, I'm going to be a bit naughty actually, I'm going to use super strength on the next part. Got my little sensor in here somewhere. I've been tidying up actually, so it's getting quite empty in here actually, but it's kind of cool. It gives me some space to bring out some more bits and pieces. Let's spin you around. There we go. Drop that on the front of there. I guess it's kind of semi-realistic, because obviously you probably push it on the trolley. But yeah, that is something that I'm going to be working on probably more tomorrow, get that microphone set up properly. So throughout the day I'll probably be doing a few little sound tests and stuff for that. Right, that's fine. Let me fix all these quickly. I really need to start making some money soon. There we go. One thing I have been able to actually do is over the last few days is sold off quite a lot of bits and pieces that I had stored up. And yeah, I've made quite a bit of money off of some silage as well. It's getting there slowly, back down. Obviously, once I can get some of this paid off, what I might do is just take a little, keep some back, try and buy some more land to get some of those other factories down. I do need to top this up with seed, so I can get some bags. So actually, I'll buy it. Ooh, actually, thinking about, I wonder, because obviously I do have placed down the seed maker. Where would it be? Where would it be? S. I'm hoping it's on the S down. Seed. It just puts out seed. There we go. Seed maker. How much have I got in there? Absolutely nothing because it's not even turned on. Stupid idiot. So one thing to remember, guys, to activate your productions when they get placed down. One thing I will show as well. If you're running the production revamp mod and pumps and hoses, one thing in this menu, the production chain menu, that's changed because of pumps and hoses is this a little bit right here. You can see how it says distribute across BGA plant. That is basically the same thing as storage. Unless the BGA that you have placed down accepts these products, it's not going to go over, so you don't have to worry too much about it. Obviously, if you have a silo set up to use production revamp that'll say silage or something like that in it, or manure, that could be a bit of an issue because you might find that that'll distribute over there. So just a word of warning if you are going to use the pumps and hoses. I'm kind of hoping that Braven guys will be able to get this fixed pretty quickly, really. So obviously they only got it yesterday with everybody else. Unfortunately, they didn't get any early access to it. So hopefully they can jump on it. I know they've had a lot of comments in their Discord regarding it. Um, so fingers crossed. But you can still use obviously the equipment and stuff. Just beware of obviously using that the BGA, the fermenters and stuff like that. Hey Mesman, how you doing, buddy? Welcome in. So yeah, so for today the aim of the game is to get some crops in the field. It's going to be mainly grain, so wheat, barley, stuff like that. Because obviously one thing I did miss out on this year is actually getting some in the ground. So really need to focus on that today. I've got quite a few different fields already prepped, ready for that, so I can get that sorted out to start off. I'm going to put them on hired helpers. I might even, I don't know actually, think about it. I was going to say I might lease another one, but obviously looking at my money situation at the minute is quite tight, so you've got a question, how do I get the factories working with the power people issues? Okay, so obviously with the houses, what you're going to need first of all is power. So I can run through this quickly first of all. So obviously there's a lot of houses on the map itself. You can actually purchase the land, or you can actually place down some more. So obviously they'll be in PV mods, and obviously it'd be under the houses. Obviously each house needs a specific amount of electricity to run it, and it'll produce the workers. So for instance, you have 5 electricity to produce 6 workers per hour. Obviously, you got the next one along. You got 2 electricity, 2 workers, and so on. As you can see, that's what this top line is all about. So obviously, you're going to need power, and they would be coming in the form of the generators. So it's going to be under the power here, and you've got different power ones. Now, obviously, one quick thing as well with these houses, when you place them down or you purchase the land, they automatically activate and are set to distribute. Obviously, once you get the power going, um, some of these are set to automatically turn on and distribute. Obviously, the solar panels, the wind turbines are set that way. All the rest of these, you have to actually manually activate them and set them to distribute because obviously what's got into them. So what you need to do is work out first of all how much power you're going to need. So if you go into here so if you had, let's say, a diesel generator, for example, that's probably a little bit on from obviously the wind turbines and solar panels. You can use them if you want to start off with. They're quite cheap. Obviously, the bigger they are, the more they generate, the more they will cost, obviously. Obviously, these ones here are later on kind of things, sort of tier 3, tier 4 type time. Obviously, you will need batteries for the solar, and this obviously from Dell. So that is definitely going to be a tier 4, so you've got to really wait for that. But yeah, so obviously you're going to need to put some generators down, get some electricity being produced. Obviously with the wind turbine and the solar panel, they automatically activate when they're placed down and will be set to distribute. What will happen is they'll then transfer the electricity direct to where they need to go, whether it's a factory, a house, or whatever. Obviously, the houses are also set up to automatically distribute, so you don't really need to worry too much about them. Obviously, one thing to take into consideration is your time. Um, Generally, you're looking at around about 2 to 3 in-game hours before they start um, transferring to where they need to go. Nope, you can actually you can put houses down in one side of the map and generators on the other. They will distribute to them. It doesn't matter where they are, as long as they are obviously as long as like these ones here, so like the diesel generator, the steam turbines, so as long as they're active, manually activated, um, and obviously manually filled, because obviously diesel, you need to get diesel from either the Shell station or the fuel station that's on the map, or from obviously the um, make your own from the other Shell station there and add it in. It only holds about 2,000 litre, Yeah, 2,000 liters, I think it is. So, yeah, it's not much. It only costs you, I don't know, maybe a couple of $100, whatever it is. I bought the mill, and I was lost when I saw I needed power and people. Yeah, that is obviously one thing that DashNet has added into the map is being having workers or labour, should say, and electricity to everything from obviously tier 2 to tier 4 stuff. But yeah, that's all you need to do is basically get some power generators down. Obviously, the solar panel is going to produce 1 power per hour. The wind turbine will do 2 power per hour. So obviously you have to calculate that you're going to have enough to cover obviously the workers' houses plus the factories themselves. So it does kind of it's a bit of a calculation thing as you're going. But if you can try and set it up as you put enough have enough factory and make sure you get enough workers being generated to cover that as well as the houses for the electricity and so on like that. Once you get into it, it is kind of easy. And obviously I'm like a year 11, year 12 now on this. I've got plenty of built up. Obviously once you get on, hey LPs, how you doing, buddy? Obviously once you get enough generating and in excess, what I would definitely recommend is in others, um, at the end here, you do have the government building, and the government building is now set up as a storage for your electricity, or your additional electricity, you should say, for your work, your labour, your morale, your support, and all that. Also, your morale support and stuff like that comes from community buildings, which are somewhere on the map itself, or obviously, as you can see here, there are placeable versions as well set up. So your tailor, obviously, that is just down the road here in the map when you load up. The laundrette is right down by the grocery place. Obviously, you got the grocery version as well. Obviously, just one thing as well with this grocery, you cannot sell at it if you place another one down. You're doing great, great. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good, thanks. So yeah, obviously each different building will generate something different, as you can see. So obviously you got morale there, you got some support. So yeah, it's finding that right balance, and obviously the laundry mat as well will produce trash. One thing with this trash, it will generate power as well, or electricity. So obviously make sure that you got the landfill down as well, buddy. Obviously your worker houses generate trash as well, so obviously they'll distribute straight to that, then create more electricity that can be then used to power your buildings and such. One nice thing is obviously the biomass heating plant. Obviously that will take your peanut shells, your excess trees, your wood chips, your straw, stuff like that, to generate the electricity. Actually, I've got two currently placed down, filled up. I've got that much electricity at the minute built up over the last few months in game that it doesn't even kick in yet. But obviously, once I start using some more of the factories, that's going to then cycle on through. So yeah, it's kind of a cool setup actually. But yeah, a bit mind-boggling to start off with. But once you get used to it, it is very, very easy. And obviously, that's the whole point of these streams. This is for everybody out there as well. Is if you've got an issue on the map, let us know as well, and we can get it sorted out. If I load up WolfCreek and Uncharted, I got the same error. You're doing great. If I load up WolfCreek and Uncharted, I got the same. Wait, what error are you on about? Hey, Green Thumb Farmer, what error are you on about? Oppies. Out of curiosity. I think I missed something there. Sorry about that. Yeah. But anyway, hopefully that helps you out a little bit. Mesman. I think that's how I pronounce it. Um, yeah. So obviously you can run the sawmill. Um, obviously without the power and all that, but obviously you are going to only get the. What am I doing demolish for? Um, let me jump over there because I can't freaking remember. Yeah, you're going to get the wood planks to start off with. Obviously it's just really the board, boards boosted and your chipboards that you're going to get out. Wait a second minute. Sawmill extended. There's Oh yeah, because the resin is an off thing in it, so that's fine. My silly freaking headset keeps turning itself off, and I do not know why. But yeah, this is horrible. This is one of the big issues, obviously, with having the pumps and hoses in here. The menus are just messed up completely. It's kind of a pain because I like it. I obviously where I've been using it a little bit more, it's nice, but obviously because of all these issues, I might actually just take it out. Oh man, that is horrible. Because obviously it'll wrap the everything and makes it look a lot neater. Okay, so what I'm actually going to do quickly, I'm actually going to sell all that product bits off. Oh no, I don't. I'll keep that. So we'll get rid of that because I don't want to really lose the money. I'm going to take that pumps and hoses out for the minute. There's that. There was also some miscellaneous stuff. I think it was. Wow, I have got a lot of bits and pieces in here. Maybe it's only the wrench. Oh, that's fine. One thing I do need to check is see if the parking bays that I put down the other day can actually be sold. Never did check that. I think that was everything that was in there. I didn't put any buildings down, so that's fine. Was there anything least? That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly reload this because that is going to do my head in. I think I need to be more buildings for morale, for support. And the park that have higher output. Yeah, one. Obviously, I've been quite lucky. Because obviously I literally had everything placed down and bought from pretty much day one, day two sort of thing. I'm just going to reload this quickly. So obviously I've built up quite a lot of that as I've been going and got it stored in obviously the government building. For you guys just kind of starting out fresh, it's yeah, going to be kind of a issue. I'll have to see if Dave can maybe either up the amounts on them or see if we can actually produce something else to generate more morale and support and stuff. Lars, how are you doing, buddy? I do have the pumps and hoses. I'm actually just about to take it out of my game because it's causing a few issues. Obviously, for any of you guys wondering, pumps and hoses and the production revamp, obviously I mentioned this a little while ago, do kind of not work well together. So just um, be careful. Obviously, I haven't used it much at the minute. Obviously, I can more over the weekend, to be honest. It is a nice DLC, I'll give it that. But until it's really sorted out, I'm not going to use it too much. Um, where are we? Pumps and hoses. There we go. So I'm going to just take that out for the minute. You're going to buy it soon? That's cool. I definitely recommend people checking it out. It's nice on smaller maps and maybe smaller fields. 4x I would say is probably the maximum to use it on. Obviously until the 16x map comes out that Dajnet's doing, I'm not sure how it's going to benefit you because it'd probably be easier if you are doing slurry spreading is just to use the big tankers and stuff like that that's in game. Um, DDS banner for data placeable lizard wielding station? Wait station. Can't load resource. So I sent you that earlier. Oh, I haven't had anything come through. Was that through Twitch, is it, Oppies? Let me pop that over there. Yeah, because I haven't had anything come through yet. And thank you very much for the stretch there, buddy. I had 10k of morale, the government building, and in 1 month it was all empty. Oh, blimey. Um, wow, that certainly bombed. Yeah, I haven't had that issue, so I don't know why you would as well. Is it set to store, I guess, rather than sell? Um, that is definitely not good. Green Thumb Farmer, that is for sure. Even I've not gone through that much that quickly. And obviously, I have got quite a few factories down now that are obviously until I actually get them all up and running. That is the big thing, I think. If you're running them all at the same time, then it's probably going to eat through that. Yeah. Hey, Mr. Culp, how you doing, buddy? The only other thing I could maybe suggest is just keep putting down more, um, or try and not have them all active at the same time. Obviously, that was one thing I've said previously, guys. With some of these factories, is one of the big things is obviously where the tier 3, tier 4 stuff have a lot more needed to run. You may want to just have one or two running at a time, and obviously depending on your game speed and stuff like that, it could affect the factories as well. Um, Sorry about that, I just needed to cough and grab a drink. Station vehicles. Yeah, I do not know because I haven't got that error, had that error come up yet. Out of curiosity, Oppies, or something to suggest is get a fresh update of each of the maps. If you still got that, I'd probably recommend verifying your game, whether it's through Steam or through Giants. It sounds like something may have got messed up there. Um, Mr. Laws, I have all of the DLCs currently for 22. Um, Overall, yeah, there's not much really coming through there, so I'm not sure why you're getting a way station issue. Very, very strange on that. The only other thing is obviously put up a ticket on the SGA website, guys, if you're still on issues. But the morale in that, yeah, not sure. Yeah, so yeah, I got all of the DLCs. Obviously, I've just taken out the pumps and hoses for the minute. I was planning on using. I'm probably gonna just run it when I need to, but thankfully I do have obviously the in-game stuff. Right, so I do need to get some pallets thinking about because that was one reason I came over here. I need to get some of these fields planted, and I do not know why I went in that one because I wanted the big bags. Seed, and I'll just grab a lot of 8, that'll do. Thankfully, I've now got a nice healthy bank account again, which is one thing. Folks, there isn't a waste station as part of. There is. It's in the BGA. Um, Hang on a sec. So around the back of the BGA, it's also on Uncharted. There's one built into the back here. It's that building right there at the back. It's a way station. But I do know there is several mods out there as well. It may be that one of the files got corrupted. I don't know if you've got a placeable version, Oppies. One of your mods possibly isn't set up quite right. But yeah, that's the only one that I know. Obviously, I do know that Uncharted has that as well because I did help Team Military to remove it from his save game. But yeah, definitely got a way station there. Selling station vehicle XML. Yeah, it definitely sounds like something's not quite right with your map. Actually, this is still one area I do not own is the BGA. Here we go. Nope. they it'll be they are base game, but they do load into the map regardless. So yeah, you don't have one now. Okay. Um. Yeah, I honestly not sure. Obviously, I'd recommend maybe at least trying to download fresh copies of the maps. Um. Obviously, verify that your game files are all correct. Obviously, you can do that before you load up. You just hit, I think it's the, oh, is it Control Alt when you load, or Control when you load? It's been a while since I've done it, to be honest. And you'll get the pop-up, and all through Steam you can verify your game files. Honestly, cause yeah, cause well, they are base games, so it'd be more of a Giants issue, I would imagine. Because obviously, like Green Thumb the Farmer mentioned, um, obviously nothing was changed as far as I'm aware on those base game ones. Let me change camera. And obviously, Ron FS21 Junkie, thank you very much for the follow, buddy. Welcome in, and hope you're having a great day. And let me get this filling up. Yeah, that is very freaking confusing to be honest. My I'm leaning more towards the a game issue itself rather than the map. So your way station at the BG is Y on above map. It could be a corrupt save as well. Could you do me a favour then, Oppies? Can you actually send me a copy of your log file plus your save games that are affected? And what I'll do is after this stream is I'll actually load them up and see if I have the same errors in that. Because yeah, there's definitely something not quite right there. That is for sure. Right, so what was I going to do? Was it wheat, barley and stuff? Let me just have a look at this a sec. Because you should not be getting like white buildings and stuff from above or having those sort of errors. Yeah, so let's get some wheat, barley. I can get some canola in as well. That's cool. Millet. I can put in. Oh, I can put some mustard in. I can get Heinz up and running then with that. Okay. Right. So I think I'm gonna start off with some mustard in the field right across from where I am. Yeah. So I'll try and get help you out that way, Oppies, with that one. Green Thumb Farmer. Oh, that is kind of a weird bug, to be honest. Oh, that is horrible. Yeah, because I literally have not had any issues. Oh, wrong one. At all with any of this stuff. And obviously I'm pretty well full on everything. Ba-bum, ba-dum. 10k around the government building and a month. Within a month it was empty. I'll have to maybe. Yeah, I think maybe they still need a little bit of tweaking. And obviously the biggest issue is, well, is so where Dave isn't up to the tier 3, tier 4 stuff. Um, Obviously he hasn't experienced any of these issues yet as well. It's kind of a pain. And I think at some point I'm going to need to get a bigger seeder. Let's back you up a bit. Oh heck. Yes, I am absolutely terrible at backing up. Oh my goodness, that is terrible. So let's turn you on. Let's back, and we'll do VB. And we'll have to get that a little bit later. Alright then, so that's lined up. We'll put you on hired helper. He can do all the work. Oh yeah. Ba-dum. Yeah, it's definitely a weird one. It's definitely a very, very strange one. I've got a couple down. I've not actually got them up and fully up and running yet. Obviously I've got the Heinz, I've got Ken's, I've got Campbell's over there. Obviously they're still being filled, not up and running yet. The ones that I do have is obviously Piev's. Oh, where the heck's Piev's gone? There we go. So Piev's has been up and running for quite a while. Not had any issues with that. I do have the Steel Factory down, which is obviously another tier 4. That's something I can do today. I still got to clear that area out. Obviously that's been up and running. Haven't had any issues yet. Some storages. Let's have a look. What else have we got in tier 4? Thinking about it. But obviously that's another thing as well. Obviously, where you guys are just sort of zooming miles ahead of us, we're still struggling to try and get everything. So I've got Campbell's, I've got Pierre's. I haven't got Corporate by Design yet. I've got Dole down. I think I have had it running without any issues yet. But like I do, what I always do is I make sure to just have a couple running at a time. So that may be the issue if you have them all going at one time. But also look at these figures. If you've got all the lines running at the same time, that is definitely where it's going to eat through all those different the morale and stuff. So may need to definitely see if we can get Dave to have a look at it. Yeah. Yeah, obviously as far as I'm aware, once it's set to active, it will start distributing to that factory from the government building. Let me just check something actually while I'm here. Because obviously I haven't had these guys up and running yet. So let me jump over here a sec. This is probably the easiest way to find them in the menu. Um, yeah, so obviously I haven't got any of these activated yet. So obviously I haven't got anything coming through to them yet. What I will do is I'm going to pop them on for the minute because it might kick in straight away. There's that one. Obviously I do have my government building that is docked. Oh, that's the point. Did I? Oh yeah. I have been working on this back wall a little bit off screen. Um, it's getting there slowly. I still need to build up a little bit more. Yeah, definitely. I think we're going to probably need to get definitely some more buildings or something set up at some point to be able to produce that a little bit more. Get that going. Obviously, one thing I'm working on at the minute as well is getting some of these palette visuals added to some of these other factories, so they're ready for the next map. So. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So, I might as well activate all these anyway. There we go. So out of them, I do need to get some sugar, some milk. It's slowly getting there actually. There's a lot of products that go into this frigging thing. That is terrible. Wow. Who built that? Thankfully not me. It was, well, I just converted the buildings. But yeah, I'll see if we can get some bigger buildings set up for that then. May need to obviously do an update for the government building as well, so it stores more. Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, obviously, if you know how to do it, you might as well do it. Yeah. Um, so that is a good idea as well, Green Thumb Farmer. So, but yeah, when Dave's back around, obviously I know he's gonna be streaming later, doing some map updates. Um, I might see if I can send him a message if unless he's actually out there lurking. Hopefully, he'll be able to maybe produce another building that outputs more higher quality for these. Yeah. Obviously, the one thing is, obviously I've been doing all the buildings, converting them. I'm leaving sort of Dave to set up the XMLs really for that. So, yeah. I suppose I would have probably set them maybe a bit too high or something, or yeah. Anywho, so yeah, I definitely need to get some of these bigger, these higher tier ones placed down at some point. What's going on over here? We have lots and lots of friggin' weed. Look at that, it's terrible. So actually, talking about obviously the pumps and hoses, guys. The other day when Mr. Jababa was streaming it, what I actually did is I actually used the pumps and hoses just on this fields, and I loved it. It was so simple and so easy. Obviously, the biggest issue I feel with it is obviously the time it takes to get it all set up. Hey, Jonah, how you doing? These signs are ones that I'm creating at the minute. I'm slowly trying to um, have one of for each of the factories. One thing I am trying to figure out is how to get them to light up at night more. But yeah, I'm sort of trying to put a little pack together. Heck, where are they? Da, 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 da. I still to actually go through and sort all these images as well. So I'm aiming to have at least 2 different packs coming out in the foreseeable future. Obviously, one is going to be for your factories. Because I think it's kind of nice to, if you are setting up little industrial areas, so you know what's there. I don't know why I've missed these. But obviously you've got one for like the National Gypsum, your Frito-Lay, Corning Glass there. That one still needs to be sorted out properly, but that's meant to be Heinz. Interesting. Wonder why that's changed. Very interesting. I might have to set up my own blinking signs. Frito-Lay, National Gypsum, Dole. Let me see, vodka. Yeah, see that's coming through fine. I did do one for the stock production. Not sure about that one yet. But oh, that's changed as well. That's very strange. Very, very strange. But yeah, I did the entire field here with the pumps and hoses. Didn't have any snagging on the hoses and that, and yeah, worked pretty fine. So for anyone who does want to check it out, I'd recommend checking it and see what it's like. Alright, yeah, so you're creating your own as well, because I know you do a lot of little edits and stuff, don't you? And create your own mods, so that's kind of cool as well. I just use some of the in-game signs themselves. That's probably what it is, which is why they're showing up like that. I might have to just go through and tweak them a little bit, or set up on my own. The worst thing is I don't know anything about Blender and stuff. I really need to actually get in there and figure things out so I can actually create some of these on my own. Not too bad, thanks. And how? Yep, I'm doing pretty good. Thanks, Jono. By the way, I'm pretty good. So I'm just going to leave that to cycle through, see how much of that rolls into there at the end of the hour. Actually, it's not going to process very quickly because it's only on 1 speed there. Oh, how are we doing on ads? So we've got about 5 minutes before I take a quick break, guys. Obviously, run some ads. Alright, so I'm kind of sort of here, there, and everywhere. I cannot remember what the heck I was doing. Pumps and hoses out, so that's fine. So for any of you guys who haven't seen this map, it is a 4X map by Dashnet. Obviously, Elm Creek in the middle, but obviously he's pushed it out, created like a no man's land around the outside. One thing I can get on and do, and I know that these need doing, is start on my vineyards. There we go. So, um, let's see. We've got coffee. We have olives. Oh, I haven't got any grapes or blueberries. Interesting. Oh, that's what it is. Stupid flight mode. There we go. So I'll get this up to the field. It's literally just up the hill here. So I'm going to do a little bit of this. I haven't done any on the screen really yet. So I might as well, while obviously my other harvester, or my other tractor, I should say, my worker, is doing some seeding. So let's get this. Oh, my wheel's slightly off again. There we go. Alright. But yeah, if any of you guys are on WolfCreek, Uncharted, or anything like that, obviously you are going to need obviously the Jackto coffee harvester now, which you can get off the in-game mod hub. Oh, excuse me. Wow, that's terrible. Alright, let me... Oh, crap. It's kind of nice that these modders are actually bringing in the more realistic vehicles for doing this. I do know, I don't know if they're actually on the map or if it's a separate mod, but the one that Yosho Hin was, the map that he was on, had pool behind harvesters, which I thought was kind of nice. Hey, Mr. Darius. Oh, excuse me, I got... Oh, excuse me. Sorry, I had to sneeze there. So, I wish if you use precision... As far as I'm aware, you should do. Hydrate and a posture check. Thank you very much. There's your hydrate, and I'm just going to... Yep, posture check. Thank you very much, buddy. And how you doing, Mr. Darius? Actually, while I think about it, I'm being totally rude. Obviously, Mr. Darius Frost is obviously a member of the SGA. If you're not following him, why didn't that come up right? That's strange. Why didn't that work? Darius Frost. I miss is that blinking playing up again? One sec. How are we doing on that timer? Thinking about it. Need to keep an eye on my ads timer. We've got just under 2 minutes. Okay. Oh, stupid thing. Is it this cloud bot? Is that gone off again? Nope, it is turned on. Yeah, obviously you're only getting a standard fertilized state for it, ain't you? So let me do that again. I shout out Darius underscore Frost. Well, that is freaking weird. Let me check something. Shout out Dashnet. Okay, so it seems like the shout outs are freaking not working again. What is going on with Twitch at the minute? Well, anyway, if you want to check out Mr. Darius Frost, search for him on obviously Twitch. He is an amazing streamer. Yeah. Also, the thing is, I did one at the beginning of the stream earlier for Mr. Jababo that came through perfectly fine. So it's something that's kind of kicked in since then. It's kind of a pain in the butt. Yeah. Right, so obviously there's the new coffee. It is ready. Oh, actually, I said it's growing. What the heck? Let me just check the sec. Okay, so yeah, okay. They're not quite ready yet. Dang it. For some reason I thought the coffee was ready, but I'm going to park it up there anyway, because that will be coming ready in the next month or so, a few weeks. So, a few seconds to go, so I'm going to take a quick break, guys, and I will be back shortly. Obviously, ads will be running. So, you broke it, Billy. Blame Twitch. But I know. Right, I will be back in a couple of minutes, guys. Let me put you on to here. Okay, I am back, guys. Sorry about that. I had to take a little bit longer than just check on something quickly. Oh, yeah. Hopefully you guys didn't miss too much there. Alright, so, yeah, there's something definitely weird going on with Twitch at the minute with the shoutouts and other things. It's kind of a pain in the butt, to be honest. So one thing I do need to do, actually, thinking about it now, obviously, I do have some of my own. I can't remember where the heck they are. My own harvesters. I did up the capacity a little bit. I'm just going to lease these guys. And I can get, obviously, my... Oh, nope, I don't want that one. I wanted the blueberries. Blueberries. I don't have a blueberry harvester. Why did I not have a blueberry harvester? Interesting. I own and now I release one. Okay. Olives, olives, olives. I'm thinking it's that one, wasn't it? Right, so. Oh, what a day! I am just so here there now. I cannot think of what the heck I might be doing today now. Like that guy right there. What's he doing there? I cannot remember. Oh, I was tidying up, moving things to the far end of the field. Oh well. At some point I do need to get on and fill up my butcher as well. Yipes, it's definitely going to be a long day. Oh my goodness. Right, so I'm going to try and focus more and more on this. One thing I have been doing a lot recently is playing other games, Satisfactory and that, and it's kind of, this game has become kind of second to all of them. I need to really make this priority, get on and do things in here so I can get on and actually get some of those later game factories in the map. Oh, right, let's put you on cruise control. I want to check something while I'm here. So I'm on year 11 now. Wow. Oh, I still got a fair few collectibles to go. Yipes. But yeah, definitely need to start making some serious money in this game. The worst thing is, a lot of the money that I've had so far has gone into landscaping. Obviously, I've now recently installed the free landscaping mod, so that has helped a little bit to get some of these other factories down, but it's, yeah, still missing a lot of money being produced. I made a fair bit on some bunker silage the other day. That's helped to pay off some of the loan. But obviously, where I'm playing more games than Farm Sim, it is, yeah, definitely need to get back into playing this game more. I know a lot of people are burnt out on the game. It's understandable, to be honest. It's, yeah, kind of becoming sort of, oh, really? More of this, more of that. But yeah, I kind of hope the Giants are actually going to bring something like a wow to the update that's coming in November, the Platinum expansion, and that we can actually use some of those things that are in there. Because otherwise, I can see a lot of people staying with 19 or playing all these other games, and Giants is just going to lose out in the end. But hey ho, we shall have to just wait and see. Obviously, that is the next thing, as far as we're aware, to come out from Giants. Is going to be the Platinum expansion. Obviously, you get a nice big forestry. Well, it was a standard size forestry map, but obviously it does have the potential for buildables, which is kind of nice. Also, there is other ways around it. I know Dashnet was mentioning it a bit yesterday during his stream on being able to add it to his next map. Things like oh, oops, didn't mean to do that. What do I want? I want that one, don't I? Yeah, turn it on. That helps. There we go. Yeah, so obviously doing bridges and stuff is going to be quite easy. Factories, on the other hand, obviously that is going to be the biggest issue and the biggest hurdle to get over. I'm just going to use the keyboard for this because it's so much easier to keep a straight line. Now, wondered how my other worker is doing quickly. But if any guys do have any questions about the map or any of the SGA maps, you're more than welcome to drop them in chat there. So Mr. Boom, I do have Mr. Boomhauer running at the minute. Oh my god, he better do a good job. Ah! Actually, what I will do, he should be going down the far end. Set destination down to there. And we've got Mr. Darius Frost there. Look at that, playing as well. Okay, so they're both perfectly fine. But yeah, Giants definitely need to do something to help out map creators. Otherwise, I can see a lot of people going elsewhere. But anyway, Mr. Darius Frost, if you're still out there, how are you doing, buddy? Yeah. How are you doing? To know, you've been having a lot of back issues again, or I should say, still. And also, thoughts and prayers to all you guys around, like the Florida area. Obviously, got that big Hurricane Ian hitting, if it hasn't already. So yeah, thoughts and prayers to go out to all you guys in America. Whether you've got family members there or it's yourself. So I know quite a few people have actually been evacuated from the Tampa area today. It was on the news over here in the UK. So not a nice thing. You're hanging in. Good. Yeah, I have about getting FS19 just so I can try out county. County is an amazing map. It really is. Obviously, I know that Mr. T. Miller has been doing a lot of streams on PV County, and to be honest, I've actually considered maybe changing one of my days to maybe an FS19 map run through. Obviously, at the minute, I still have both my save games on this computer. So my original save game has about 700, 800, 900, something like that hours in it, and also I've got everything pretty much got everything built on there on County. I've got all the bridges, got all the factories up and running. I've got one or two tunnels still to clear. So yeah, I'm kind of considering maybe doing a stream every now and again on PV County for FS19 at some point. Obviously, if any of you guys are want to check the map out, definitely check out T. Miller when he next goes live, because I think he's planning on doing it tomorrow. Obviously, he is over in the Philippines, so obviously they did have a hurricane hit them as well last week, I think it was. Category 5 before landfall. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was covered on the news this morning. Haven't really seen any more since then regarding it. A lot of people are being evacuated from, like I said, Tampa area. But there is some people who are sticking in there, I suppose, and battening down the hatches and everything. So I really hope that everyone over there stays safe. It just seems to be one thing after another at the minute, whether it's weather or economical or something like that. It's terrible. Yeah, I've been trying to catch them, but it's late for me. Yeah, obviously when Team Miller's streaming for me, it's usually quite early in the morning, so obviously I'll maybe catch the last hour, a couple of hours of his stream. But obviously he does have the VODs that go up, or VODs, we will call them VODs, didn't they? Duh. So you can actually watch them back afterwards. He tends, at the minute he's doing, I think it's Tuesday and Thursdays on PV County. I think it's Monday and I think it's Monday and Wednesdays is Uncharted for 19. Then he's got doing like an ATS on Saturdays, off Friday and Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Yeah, so that's pretty much his entire week. I know he has been playing a little bit of 22 off when he's not streaming, but most of his streams at the minute are 19 or ATS. So yeah. Obviously, if you've got any questions about those maps, you can pop them in chat. I'm pretty much sure either myself or somebody in chat can definitely help you out with them. But I definitely recommend, if any of you guys wanted to check out County, do it. It is an absolutely amazing map. It was the one that got me dragged into the PV community, that is for sure. So I was watching, mentioned it a few times actually, One Mouse on his YouTube channel, and I was asking a lot of questions. Really liked the look of the map. Obviously at the time I was running a laptop and wasn't even sure if it had run it. I eventually just downloaded it, the map, the mod pack, and been hooked ever since. And that's now 2 years on. I think 2 years, something like that. Cool. Time flies, I don't know. And it was about a few months after County was released was when I actually started playing it. Obviously found Dave and the rest of the guys on Twitch, and yeah, I've just stuck around ever since. And thankfully he's seen something in me, I guess, that's helped him out, obviously, with helping out with Facebook, Discord, different websites. Actually, talking about that, PV Mods website will be coming down soon. I think it's going to be either next week or the week after, guys. So if there is anything on those websites you want, such as PV tools for 19, you should grab it as soon as possible. Obviously, one thing with the way the economy is at the minute, I know Mr. Dave's struggling to pay for a lot of things, so one of the cutbacks he's going to be doing is obviously getting rid of the PV Mods website. So just a word of warning there, guys. There's a few things on there that are not part of the mod pack, and I'd recommend maybe going over there, grabbing them before kitty cat the website is removed. There we go. I just had a cat decided to sit right in front of my monitor and I couldn't see anything there. That was freaking annoying. Fudge. But yeah, so what I have done as well to support anyone that is on the FS19 maps, on the SGA website now there is actually a section for like general discussions set up for the 19 maps. You've got one for PV County, one for Uncharted, and so on, so you can get help when there's a streamer not streaming for those maps. To be honest, most of the comments will probably come from me as usual, but yeah, you're more than welcome to check that lot out as well. But for anyone who does want the maps from 19, I'd recommend going over to the PV Mods website right now. Grab the PV tools. It still works, by the way, guys. I'll see if Dave can get it added to the SGA website under the 19 mods. Because obviously then you can keep your maps separate, and it works exactly the same as the mod for the switcher. So yeah, makes life a lot easier. Obviously the maps, PV County, Uncharted, or the save games from the contest for Uncharted are up there. Industries, the original 4X map is all up there on the website under the FS19 mods. So yeah, definitely well worth checking out the 19 maps. If you're not sure about the 16X maps, I'd probably recommend going with the 4X map to start off with, the original Pleasant Valley map that was released in 19, and go from there. Obviously that'll give you a bit of an insight into what County is like. So obviously for anyone that has seen PV County, the central island in there is actually the original 4X map that Dajnet did. Obviously, he did Industries as well, which can now be run in the same folder as Uncharted for 19, which is kind of cool. And just another thought, I've gone like an hour through the stream, and Dave's not around. It's terrible. One thing I do need to do is grab a drink. So I'm gonna get to the end of this aisle. And I need to actually load up freaking Discord. I haven't even got that right. What the heck am I like today? Oh my goodness. Right, give me a minute or two and I'll go grab a drink. Water. I'll pop you on this cedar for the minute, wherever he is. Mr. Boomhauer. There we go. Oh, fudge. Didn't mean to do that. Obviously, I will have to go around and just get that off. He's going to need to be topped up at some point. Right, yeah, I'll be back in just a couple of minutes, guys. I'm going to grab a glass of water. Then I'll jump in Discord and see if Dave's around. There we go, that's better. Right, so drink got, check. Let's get Discord loaded up. Oh, hello, kitty cat. Some weird bangs are going on outside. That's very, very. It sounded like thunder, to be honest, but I don't know if it was. It looks pretty dry out there. Oh, oh, there's Mr. Dashnet in Discord. Right, let's go see what he's up to. Hello.
Hello.
How you doing, boss?
I'm doing. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad at all. Let me just turn you down
That's
a wee
good.
bit.
Look at that.
I suppose I should jump in here if you're
Ooh,
going to be in here.
Yeah, you know, the
wow.
streamer's the one that's supposed to jump in, not wait for everybody else. But,
uh,
we'll have to work on him there.
yeah, never
Dave
mind.
did something to his headset, I think.
No, I didn't. Is there something wrong with my headset?
It just sounded a little more echoey than normal.
Hmm.
Yeah, it could be
That's
to your
weird.
position from your microphone. Let me just tweak that a little
Well, that's
bit.
strange because I didn't do anything
There we go.
other than
Twitch
charge
is
it.
currently experiencing problems with going live. Oh, really? I'm already live, so why are you coming up with that? Very strange.
Mm-hmm.
I'll keep an eye on that. So, anyway, there we go. Let's put that up, put that up. Right then. Yep, so, like, as always, back to doing me harvesting. There we go. But, yeah.
Nice.
Got some planting going, some harvesting going, so, yay.
Yay.
Yep. So I'm guessing that you guys haven't really been hit by the hurricanes Ian then, where you guys are.
I'm about as
Not
far away from Ian as I can get.
Oh, that's lucky then. Good.
And yeah, it's Florida
Yeah.
right now. Anybody that's down there
Yeah.
and still hasn't come on shore till about 6 p.m. I think they said.
All right. Okay.
But it's a mess, that's for sure.
Oh heck yeah. Actually, I was just thinking. I'm sure I've got an
I
auntie over
think
there
the outer
somewhere.
bands of it have definitely been hitting, but the main part of it won't hit until a little bit later in Tampa.
Right.
Yeah. I have to reach out and see if they're okay. I'm pretty sure I've got an auntie over there, Florida somewhere, or somewhere near that area. worst thing is they've just been diagnosed with breast cancer, so it's not one thing, it's another.
Mm.
So,
Yeah, it looks pretty disastrous right now watching live feed of the
right.
winds, and it's pretty massive.
Yeah.
But that's Mother Nature.
Yep. That is very, very true.
Unpredictable.
Yeah.
Yep.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately, yeah. Quick question for you, Mr. Dave. Is
Maybe
there
I'll have an answer.
would there be any way of getting some additional buildings for like your morale and support setup that have higher outputs?
Throw down more parks.
Yeah, I thought of that, but
Right now, I'm not doing anything on
yeah,
that front.
because obviously with the tier 4 stuff, obviously Green Thumb Farmer mentioned that he's having a lot of issues keeping the productions running with the tier 4 stuff.
Well, morale is not necessary to keep them running, number one.
Yeah,
Morale is a
or
booster.
boosted in it, yeah.
So it is not necessarily readily available. If you don't want to put down extra parks or whatever, then you just decide which ones you want your morale to go to
Yeah.
with your priorities.
I thought I'd ask anyway. Worth a try.
At this point, I am all in on the next map.
Yeah, exactly. Park outputs just the support. Yeah. Because it's like was it the what was it, the laundry place and heck, now you're asking.
What, for morale?
Uh, da, 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 da. Yeah, is it morale? Dang, what am I there for? Let me see something in a sec. Storage, others.
Park output support. What do we have for morale? You got the baseball fields, you got... I can't remember. That's right, the park, the toy store.
Toy store. So I can see. You got the laundrette, obviously they're only doing 5. You got 40 on the grocery. Got the library, which does 50. 30 on the park for support. And then you got entertainment.
Well, the thing with morale was it was never intended to be an unlimited supply. It's
Yeah,
a booster.
very true.
That's, it's not meant to be fill it up. It's like, okay, I need a boost at this factory, send it there. Not
Yeah.
let, that was its intent.
But yeah, like Dave says, you can run it. Actually, that's one thing I didn't even think of. Actually, it is on the booster line for that, so you can actually run it without the morale. So just takes a little bit longer. Hey, right. So grapes, put into the juice factory this time. Been filling up the wine factory there. The last couple of harvests, really need to get some juice being produced. So that's sorted out.
They have reached 100-mile-per-hour winds on the southwest coast. They've tracked as high as 112.
Wow. I really hope that those who have stayed there are actually safe enough. To know there was was it a woman this morning on the news that they were talking to, and she lives in like a trailer park. She had like cardboard, and she was going to barry up obviously the windows and stuff. But obviously I've lived in what you call it, class as a trailer in the past, and they are not very stable, especially with high winds.
Oh yeah, trailers are terrible.
Yeah, it's going to be like the Wizard of Oz. That'll be wished off pretty quickly if it gets strong enough. I hear Frosty Kisses.
Yeah, the oldest just got home from school. She was reminding him he's got a doctor's appointment this afternoon that I gotta bring him to.
Ah, righty. Yeah, fun. Yeah, trying to get a doctor's appointment over here is friggin' impossible at the minute. We could be waiting like 2-3 weeks and then we'll get like a phone call rather than actually a face-to-face. It's friggin' ridiculous.
2 or
Yeah.
3 weeks is nothing. I'm trying to get into a new doctor's office and I've got 6-month wait.
Ooh. Yeah, obviously new doctors are, yeah, taking a little bit longer. We've been like with doctor surgery for 3-4 years now. And obviously with my wife's issues, so you guys know a lot about that anyway, the fibromyalgia and stuff. Obviously where she's having a lot more issues recently with walking, even trying to just get a quick checkup and that is just impossible.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, no idea what to do. But the worst thing is a lot of doctor surgeries over here at the minute are like that. They're really struggling. It's freaking pain in the butt, to be honest. Kind of wish I was a doctor or something. Knew a little bit more, but
Yep.
it is annoying. It is that. Oh, goodness gracious me. What a freaking year it's turning out to be. Or a couple few years for everyone. Obviously the UK economy at the minute is on the way pretty much out of the freaking window, to be honest, the way they've been behaving and
Mm-hmm.
that. And then obviously got Hurricane Ian hitting Florida area, also just recently got COVID. What in the hell? Got blinking Russia invading freaking Ukraine. What in the hell's going on in the world at the minute?
Yeah, the whole Russia thing too. They're telling us.
I know.
Yep.
And
Telling
now
all
obviously,
Americans to get out.
yep, and all these freaking threats of what's it, nuclear action and this, that, and the other. Yeah, okay. I don't know.
It's the end of the world as we know it. Oh.
I was thinking that as well, to be honest. Oh, because I know obviously, oh, was it X-Man was mentioning about it during Wheels of Stream or something, and literally suddenly thought of that song. And
Yep.
yeah, it's like, it's ridiculous. But anyway, as we do have loads and loads of games out at the minute, guys, to enjoy, so make the most of it while we can. Right. That was Mr. Boomer. Oh, we're on to car now. Okay. Yeah, good enough. Trying to get some of those crops planted. Actually, while I think about it, let me see something a minute. Ba-dum-bum. So that's kicked in. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Everything is missing bits, so that's fine. That's definitely something I need to get into the butchers. Actually, some pigs at some point. But the worst thing is I don't think any of them are a decent age yet. Let's have a little look. So I've got 2 months. Probably the bottom one's not there. Newborns, 40 months. I've got some 27s there. Yeah. Struggling, severely struggling for piggies at the minute. There's a few I could probably take over there. 27. So 12. 24. 36. Yeah. That's definitely something I need to work on, is getting some older piggies going.
Mm-hmm.
But for any of you guys, I am trying to be good with it. I am buying like the youngest animals and growing them up properly, doing it that way. But the nice thing is, there's no rush. I've only got a couple more months before Dave's new map comes out, hopefully, fingers crossed.
100 more months. Is that what you said?
Couple more months. Worst thing, I've still got a
Couple
bit of
more
a
months.
I've still got a bit of a blocked nose. So yeah, talking is hard at times.
We've got to wait till
Yep,
November just to see what we can do with factories.
if anything. Yeah.
However, we're pushing forward. How many trees do I have now? Let's see. I've been working on it a little bit this morning.
Oh, cool. Actually, that's something I do need to get in and start doing some more of these factories ready for you.
25,000 trees on the map right now.
25,000. Holy heck. 25,000 trees. Wow. Mind you, think about
Yeah.
it, 60 next map, that's not really that many.
No, we
Yet.
had 70,000 on the.
Yeah.
I'm
Uncharted.
guessing we'll probably be up over 100.
Yeah. Very true. Very, very true. So that's showing. I want to just check something. I wonder if this is behaving yet. Nope, still not working. Streamlabs. I wonder, let me go into that screen a sec, refresh that. That is definitely turned on. Nope. Freaking Twitch is a pain in the bleaking bum at the minute. Nearly swore. That one I want there. Okay.
Still broken.
Yep, still
What you
broken.
do, Billy?
Oh, it's not me. It's everybody having the same issues. Everybody is.
Ever Billy's fault.
I'll take the blame. I don't care. Yeah, I broke Twitch. I broke shoutouts and stuff. Yep.
Jesus, Billy, how much capacity did you give that thing?
About 20,000. I was getting sick of stopping every 5 seconds. It's only a little capacity increase. Yes. Next. Dang. That's gonna be a pain. Actually, what we need to do is get this unloaded, and as I'm on this end, it's a perfect time to get it unloaded. So stop that right there a sec. Jump the fence. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-dum. Ba-dum-ba-dum-ba-dum-ba-dum-ba-dum-bum. Oh, I need to get you emptied out at some point because it was quite full. So is the peanuts. I'm waiting on some good prices actually, to be honest, for my wine and the peanut factory products. There we go. That's the 8, so that's better. Yeah, but I really hope that Braven and Mobile and all the guys over there can get the revamp working with pumps and hoses.
Yeah.
The only thing, obviously, where it's a locked DLC, that could be the biggest issue. It's gonna be.
It definitely could be.
Yeah. So obviously, like I was saying earlier, I've actually been playing around with it a lot over the weekend, and it is once you actually get into understanding it, how it all works, it is a nice idea, a nice way of doing spreading slurry and stuff. Obviously, you can do it the easiest way, just grab an in-game tanker with a big, huge boom. Just out of curiosity, what is the biggest one on here anyway? Slurry tankers. There. Because the one I usually go for is this Samson tanker, which is usually right at the end. There we go. So that's got capacity. I don't need to worry about capacity, but I usually attach it to that, the big boom there, which is 30 meters. So yeah. That's usually the one I go for, isn't it? Yeah. So you could easily do it that way. But I kind of like that idea as well, using the pumps and hoses and stuff. Obviously, time. Yes. Definitely one for the smaller maps, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, X-Man yesterday during the stream came up with a quite kind of novel idea on running, obviously, the hoses from the animal pens to the field side trailers. And that's kind of a nice idea, so rather than having to constantly go back and forth all the time. And then running, obviously, the separate tankers that way, spreaders.
Yeah.
That is kind of a cool idea. Definitely. La, 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 la,
I realized
You realised? Did you
part of my
realise?
problem. Part of my problem with the water planes flickering. Then I forgot all about it. Gotta freeze the transformations on them or they don't take the shadows correctly.
Ah, yes.
Remember that? We discovered that a while ago.
Yes. How we done on ad countdown? 17 minutes, okay. Boop-a-doop-a-doo. Oh. I should have, did I? No, the grape harvester. Did I get it or no? I can't remember. Oh, I really must check this thing out at some point. That Aero grape liner. I grabbed it as well when it was released. I haven't as yet checked it out. It's kind of nice. Different.
Mm-hmm.
Try to see how you unload the thing. That is the only thing I'm not sure about. I don't know. Are you empty? No, you're not. Yeah, Wednesday again, so obviously another couple of days, and then obviously I'll be streaming again on Friday for a couple of hours before obviously got over to see Mr. Dashnet on Friday. Kind of want to do some more Wreckfest though, that's for sure.
Wreckfest has been a blast.
I know I've been watching NBC streams afterwards, because obviously when he goes live it's usually quite late, it's terrible.
Just mute him. He gets pretty raunchy.
Aye. But it's nice to see that there is some like new players actually coming in and joining as well as like Neon and everybody else.
Yeah, it's nice to see other people doing some different stuff too every now and then. You know?
I know he wants to get on and do a Satisfactory at some point as well, doesn't he? Stream. I'm kind of annoyed actually. the update when I loaded up Satisfactory the other was it last week. Half my factories were all gone. I was thinking, what the heck? It's freaking weird. So I've had to literally start again. Again. And again. And again. And again. So let's run this up first of all. Get that going. Yeah, so I've started again in the desert Satisfactory. So
Yeah.
yeah. I think this time I'm going to keep it a bit lower down because I had it raised up pretty high off of the desert. I think this time what I'll do is I'll try and keep it just above like the high peaks and just sort of step it up as I'm going outwards.
Mm-hmm.
So, a few ideas. It's nice having those curved corners and stuff in there.
Yeah.
Definitely utilise them a little bit more this time. That is for sure. And I'm still waiting on them. Actually, thinking about Farm Sim for a second. One thing I'm still waiting for that I have not seen is the mowers where you can attach them, the butterfly mowers. I want them back from 19. I
The
like,
butterfly mowers.
yeah, you had obviously the two mowers. Heck, where the heck's mowers? So, mowers there. So obviously you had what similar to like the Kun ones. But you could
Mm-hmm.
actually attach the smaller one to the butterfly and run them on one end altogether.
Mm-hmm.
I want that back. I think it was the Pottingers, wasn't it? But these ones don't do it. They used to have like the 3-point on one side. Because they're great to have on the front of your tractor and then have like say a loading wagon or something behind picking it up. It
Mm-hmm.
makes life so much easier. I want them back. I do. So, giants, come on, get your butts off your butts and do them.
Mm-hmm.
Is that... Actually, while I'm here, I need to check on my gold masters. Ooh, hello, deers. Alright, how are you doing? Make sure that that's active. Oh, I need to get them cleared out. Da, 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 da. Raisins and grapes are up and running now, that's fine. Cool, okay. Actually, while I'm here, I'm going to check my gold masters. Actually, I haven't checked them recently. Oh yeah, they definitely need emptying out at some point. Joy. So a little over 10 minutes before the next set of ads kick in. So I'll take a quick break, grab a decent drink. Actually, this water is a bit horrible. Then that'll set us up for the last hour of the stream. But yeah, so I'm not sure like what I said, what going to happen on the weekend yet regarding the Saturday stream. Also, my daughter's not been feeling that great the last few days, very bunged up, sniffly, and just not got any energy. So either she'll be streaming or she won't. But yeah, got a nice new microphone. I've still got to set up tomorrow, so lots to do for the next few days. There we go. Let's pop you up the top here, actually. That will do fine. And I'll just tab over to the one. Oh, fun and games. Yeah, while I'm thinking about it, was there any other factories you wanted converted from 19, the new map?
Oh, not that I know of yet.
Okay.
I haven't even thought about that. Yeah.
Yeah. But obviously, like I said, I've got the textiles factory already, Aurora
I
factory.
mean,
Um,
did you do the? I mean, I think you did most of them, didn't you?
I've got a fair few of them done. There is a few I think I haven't got round to doing yet. What else have I got at the minute? Black diamond. Um, yeah, the Aurora factory I've got converted. Just need to finish off the XML stuff for that. Any visuals need adding. What else was there? Obviously, you had the ones that. Oh, what was it? Was it Thunder did? No, was it Thunder? I can't remember. There's the oh, what are they? The chocolate factory.
Did
That
you
was
do
horrible.
the recyclables factory there,
Not
PMS?
yet. I could grab PMS if you want.
PMS would be good to do, but I think it's gonna have to be built in because of the basement.
Yeah. Not. I do. Well, I could always try and set it up kind of like the landfill where you got the lower level. But I don't know how it's
Yeah.
going to do the landscaping around. That's the thing.
Yeah, it's gonna be tricky because there's not. I don't know if there was much of a flange on it. Well, there has to be something, but it'll be a tricky one for sure.
Yeah, I'll have a little play around with that one. To give me something to do at least. When I'm not playing. Because I really want to try and get more into doing 22 again rather than going off playing Satisfactory or some of these
Right.
other games, Wreckfest and that. So obviously I know I've got a few more factories still to add palette visuals to, but obviously until we're really knowing whether we can get them as a buildable, that's going to be the big issue.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll work on PMS next. I could probably set up the bins on like some of the floors so they load in same as like a palette visual, I suppose, when it's filled up.
Right.
With fill planes and whatever. Okie dokie. Just trying to think what else is on there. Oh. Obviously, you still got Domino's as well. That was on County and that. Don't know if you wanted a bigger sugar mill, and obviously the bigger flour mill as well. Solid metal, gold, whatever it was.
At this point, I'm not sure because I'm probably going to repurpose. It's very possible that we'll bring the buildings back, but it's a different
Yeah.
production
Well, I can easily
because we're gonna bring. But definitely the textile is gonna have because we're gonna have flax as well to create
yeah.
linens and stuff like that. So
Yeah, well, also, like I said, I've got that already converted. Just need to finish the XML and any visuals, I suppose, added to it.
hmm
Yay. So got to go through, set up all the factories now so that the pallets load in with the factories themselves rather than on the map. That's going to help you out as well, and then it keeps the map size down for server play and stuff.
Yep.
Joy. The worst thing is, I wish I'd freaking kept them actually now, the ones that I did, the original ones. Because after you released them through the mod fields, which I just ended up deleting them, kind of kept them now.
hmm
Oh well. Something to remember next time is to make a backup of them or something on a disk or something, I don't know. Storage device or something.
I gotta go into 19th County and see how I blocked it in the bog so that only cranberries, well, so that default things wouldn't grow in there.
Alright, yeah.
I didn't want
Yeah.
corn, for instance, to appear.
Oh yeah, that's a
Yep.
good thing. The balls.
Working a little bit on the map, just trying to, there's a lot of landscape to be done.
Oh yep, for sure. That is for sure. So the thing at the minute you've got about the bottom half or something done now, thereabouts.
About probably about a quarter of it, maybe a little bit more now.
Wow, lots of work. That's for sure.
That is for sure.
Yipes. How are we doing? 4 minutes, guys, before the ads kick in. So in a couple of minutes, I'll take a quick break while they're running, and then yeah, I'll grab a coffee while I'm at it. I'm getting a lot of heartburn recently as well, which doesn't help. I think it's just stress with everything that's going on at the minute.
Mm-hmm.
But fun games. Yeah, so PMS. I'm trying to think what other patches were actually on there. One thing actually I think I was talking to T Miller yesterday during a stream. It could be kind of nice to have the electricity set up the same way it was in the county. We had the 4 different power out companies supplying specific buildings. That was kind of a nice idea.
Yeah, well, that was all the way the pallets work, though.
Yeah.
Transferring pallets. I like it, but it isn't as
Lethal.
accurate. And if people start setting them up to distribute with the distribute feature in this, it's just gonna completely screw
Yeah.
it up anyway. You'd have to
Yep.
there's just so many options to screw that up this time around.
Oh, very true.
But power is going to change anyway because of the solar panels actually only work during sunlight type thing.
Yep, wind when it's really windy. That's how does the wind ones work actually? Because you don't technically get
Yeah,
wind.
the higher the wind speed, because you have a wind speed map on your game.
Oh, is it? Oh, I've
Yeah,
never
so
actually really
we'll
noticed.
have to, so when we get into the environment files, we'll have to figure out um, what we want the wind speeds to be on the map. you
Oh,
know,
that's pretty cool. Yeah,
so we
so
have windier seasons and stuff than
yeah,
others, and
tropical storms running through the map. See, now that'd be kind of cool if you could actually set up, like, say, a hurricane that comes through and destroys bridges and crops and stuff. That'd be kind of very
wouldn't it
realistic.
be? But that's not a possibility
I
right
know.
now.
It's a nice dream though to have.
Come on now, let's not throw things out there that are just gonna frustrate me. No, only kidding.
Why not? It's one more
Do
to add
you
to the list.
remember? Does anybody remember, or if anybody's playing night? Okay, we pre-planted the cranberry and rice in the bogs. But does anybody remember what those field numbers were? I can't.
Oh, was that the
Was it
1, 2, 3, 4?
63? I think it was up in
Let me
like
see
the
what we've got.
60s.
Oh,
Let
oh,
me see if
oh, oh. Do I have a
no, it
field
wasn't
number?
63.
FS 19 PV County
93, maybe?
map
Yeah,
images.
okay, 93 is one. All right, so we had is AI active? Field mission allowed. Both checkboxes added to it. I don't know if it's going to work this year, but we're going to find out.
Oh, it'd be so cool if you could. Yeah, that's not. Oh, why is all the. Oh, there we go. Just give me the image I want. PV County. Yeah, so it was 92, 93, 94, wasn't it? That top corner. Right, so guys, the ads are about to kick in, so I'm going to take a quick break. I'll leave Dave and Darius up if they're still wanting to chat, but I'll be back in just a couple of minutes.
All right. That should. I'm gonna try to put those on the new fields.
Okie dokie. Almost there. 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right then, welcome back, guys, from the ads. So, yeah, we're going to carry on with this. Hopefully this thing will work.
Yeah, welcome back.
Cheers. There we go. Yeah, so, just actually thinking there. Del Monte was another one that we haven't converted yet, or I haven't converted yet. Did you want that brought over?
I don't know yet. Like I said, factories. Yeah, it's a tricky thing because I don't know what we're going to be building, what we're not going to be building, what's going to be built into the map.
Well, what I might
That's
do is
why,
convert them
I mean,
anyway.
you could get the building ready,
Yeah,
but as far as making it functioning, I wouldn't worry too much about it because
yeah,
things are going to have to change,
yeah, true. At least then,
most
if we've
likely.
got the building, we can always, like you said, repurpose them if need be.
Right,
So
exactly.
that's one less thing to do. So yeah, give me a job to do. That's for sure. Cool. All right. That's my plan of attack for the next couple of months. Sorted.
There you
Yeah.
go.
The one thing that's still bugging the heck out of me is the storages. Cannot get them freaking working right.
The storages?
Yeah, obviously I was doing the individual storages from 19 that you had. I've been trying to get the product storage to work for the greenhouse products. I can get the stuff
Mm-hmm.
going, fine. I'm actually now getting the pallet visuals to work, but I cannot get the friggin' thing to spawn the pallets back out now. It's like, what? It seems to be gone from one issue to another with them, so I don't know.
Hmm.
I'm missing something, that is for sure. Frustrating. I might have to just delete it, start afresh, and go again. I know
Yep.
it works. I've seen it work on other little mods and stuff. Obviously, the basically works the same as this bale storage, and all that. So I know it works. It's just getting it to work. That's the thing. Might have to reach out to Braven or Archie Mobile and see if they can help with that. Yeah, obviously they've got a lot on their plate at the minute, so I've got plenty of time before we need to get that sorted
Right.
out. So, but yeah, once I get that one done, I can then do all the rest exactly the same. I can just literally replace the visuals.
Mm-hmm.
But like, if we can actually get buildables, I would like to see if we can actually get it into a placeable as well. That is one aim. Maybe for next year, once the map is fully out, I want to see if I can actually do that. See if it is possible or not.
Yeah, we got placeable buildables. Yeah.
And
Right
speaking of the
now, I don't
devil,
see.
how are you doing, Braven? Actually, it's the first time you've been over here, so that's kind of cool. I feel honoured now, really do. Yeah, I was just saying about the storages. I've been working on some for obviously Dave's next map. That we had in 19, trying to get them to work on 22, but for some reason I cannot get both the palette visuals and the spawning to work at the same time. I can get one or the other to work perfectly fine, but I can't seem to get them both. I'm missing something, so I might try at least one more try and then maybe reach out to one of you guys, see if you can help out a bit. But yeah, how you doing, buddy? And for any of you guys who weren't aware, Mr. Braven is the guy who created the production revamp mod that we're using currently on the map. Doing some amazing work, actually, to be honest. With that, bringing a lot of options back in. You're doing okay-ish. Alright. Yeah, I suppose it's kind of hectic with pumps and hoses coming out and messing everything up. And obviously the Maze Plus as well has caused you guys some issues as well. Actually, I've actually now taken pumps and hoses off of my save game because it was messing the menus up, which is kind of annoying, but it is what it is. I'll just go back to the old-fashioned way for now.
Mm-hmm.
But I really hope you guys can actually figure something out to work with pumps and hoses for the guys who want to play it. I know X-Man seemed to really enjoy using the pumps and hoses yesterday during his stream. for obviously getting the slurry over nearer to the field, I suppose is the best way of putting it. So, and yeah, I kind of like it, Mr. Chibabo. I think he's still on the bench regarding that. I think obviously his smaller maps would definitely benefit using that.
Right.
So there's a lot of some problems. Yeah, that is for sure. That is for sure. Hello, dear. Hey, it's not set up yet.
You had your mod first. They should have to fix theirs.
Yeah, very, very true. Hang on a sec.
The fix seems to be ready. Nice.
But sorry about that. My wife was bringing in the coffee there. 'Cause I didn't get quite enough time to make it. Sometimes a lot of complications and problems. The fix seems to be ready, but we are still doing some testing. All right, cool. Well, glad to hear it. Can't wait to see if that's actually working properly, guy. Yeah. Very, very cool. Very, very cool. Yeah, with the pumps and hoses, I did find that obviously once you actually figure out everything, it is a lot easier. I know Mr. Dave's not going to be using it anytime soon, if ever.
What?
The pumps and hoses.
What's pumps and hoses?
That pain in the butt DLC that came out. Yeah.
Oh, that one.
But yeah, I think the biggest issue people have had is obviously there's no information anywhere on how this stuff works, how you connect the hoses and that. I know personally, obviously I've actually seen DJ Goham's stream from what was it, the weekend, Saturday I think it was he did it. Friday or Saturday morning he did one. Just doing a quick brief play with it, setting it all up. That's how I got a few of my answers actually, because of DJ Goham. But he seemingly spent about a good hour or so on in communication with obviously Creative Mesh, trying to figure the stuff out, because he didn't know how any of it worked or how it went together and stuff. So for you guys out there, if it wasn't for obviously streamers and YouTube content creators, you wouldn't have a freaking clue either. But yeah, they definitely need release some, I think, better information regarding this stuff when it does come out. Heck, line up, line up, line up. There we go. Oh, for crying out loud. I cannot. There we go. I'm stuck. Help me. There we go. There we go. Got you there eventually. But yeah, good news actually. Hopefully you guys get that sorted out, Braven. Being buzzed. Low battery. My tablet is not charging for some reason. It's going to be one of those days, that is for sure. Let's keep back it in.
No.
There we go. Ooh, fiddle. There we go. What's up, boss?
Oh, we can't have one of those days.
Yeah, for some weird reason, the tablet I'm using to change screens is having issues charging. I don't know if something's wrong with the cable or what. Mind you, it is quite an old tablet, but it's like help. I think I need to invest in 2 or 3 new tablets or something just for doing things. I don't know. Oh,
You need a stream deck.
yeah. I've been thinking about that, to be honest. But at the minute, on the top of my priority list is another monitor. I want to replace my third monitor so it's a bigger screen.
Oh, remember when you didn't even have one?
I know, it's terrible. I know.
You just had a laptop. Now he's
Yep.
going for monitor number 3. See, he's a junkie now.
I don't know if I'll be as bad as you. Obviously, you got what is it, 5 monitors at the minute. I don't know if I'll be as bad as that.
5.
Yeah.
And if I open the 2 tablets in the laptop, I can get up to 8.
Wow.
But I haven't had them running lately.
Hey, Mr. Zippy, how you doing, buddy? There we go. There we go. Oh, what's this? Somebody's messaged me. Where can I find the Electrics Factory XML? Yeah. I don't think I'll be replying to that one. Don't want to be messing
If
with
you
that stuff.
can't find it, you shouldn't be touching it.
Exactly.
Oh.
That's on PV County. I'm doing great here in you. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good, thanks. Overall, but yeah. And don't know about Mr. Dave. I'm sure he's happy chappy. We do have Mr. Darius in kind of Discord as well.
I'm doing alright. I'm working on the map today.
Yeah.
I'm doing some testing.
Yeah.
Bog testing. I gotta see if these fields are gonna work the way they did last year, where they don't plant with randomly.
Yeah.
We don't want corn in our bog.
Very, very true. Soggy popcorn. Don't want that.
Mm-hmm. But we definitely want the field number marked, so.
Yep. Yeah, so
Shouldn't be too much of a...
make sure, guys, to check out Dajnet later when he does stream. I would give a shout out, but they don't seem to be freaking working at the minute again. There we go. Right. I think I'll finish off doing these grapes, then I'll jump on, do another job, because I really don't want to do the blueberries quite yet. Probably do them off screen tomorrow or something. Don't want to bore you guys too much, but obviously if you've got any questions, you're more than welcome to drop them in chat. I'm sure between myself, Mr. Dave, and if Darius is still around, we'll get some questions answered for you guys. Oh, that was something I was going to mention. PV Tools for 19. Will you be adding it to the SGA website before the website goes down?
Oh, I'll have to do something with that, yeah.
Yeah. Coolio.
I didn't know it wasn't up there.
Not yet. Obviously, I've got a copy of it, but I couldn't get the link to come across. You got it set up in the website or something that's slightly different. How I do mine.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that coffee's quite nice. But yeah.
I don't have any. Oh, speaking of which, did they respond to my message?
Probably not.
I got a problem.
You got a problem.
Yeah. In queue. They won't respond. My debit card expires at the end of this month, and they haven't issued me a new one.
Oh heck, that's not good.
It should have been here by now. I got a message into the bank, and they haven't responded yet.
Mm.
Might have to make a phone call.
Yeah, I would. I certainly would. Let me snooze that one if I'll add on 45. That should be just about right.
Kind of hoping it just appears. But you know what? Same problem happened 2 years ago when I got the card. They never sent it. I had to go to the bank and get one, and I don't have. I'm gonna have to get a ride to the bank if I don't get it. I'll have to
That's ridiculous. It really is
make
ridiculous.
letters. There's always switching banks. It's always. But yeah, you would think by now I would have had it.
Hey, Mr. Bad Lad, how you doing, buddy? Long time no see.
So my plan is on the last day of this month to load up on groceries if I haven't got one yet.
Yeah, I would. Jeez.
But the problem is all the subscriptions and everything will,
Yeah, that'll be
you know,
affected.
my cable bill won't get paid if I don't have it because I have them all linked to that card.
Yeeps. You're feeling good?
I have to go
Good,
on
glad
and
to hear. Yeah, not too bad. Obviously, had a COVID a couple of weeks ago. Still a little bit blocked now, but overall a lot better, that's for sure. Definitely getting a lot better. I've got a new microphone, arrived today, which I do need to get set up. Did a quick sound test earlier, and for some reason there's a bit of a buzzing going on in the background, so I need to figure that out. But I can do that tomorrow. Still saving up for another monitor, so getting there slowly. Obviously, currently still playing on PV WolfCreek, waiting on Dave's new map. So yeah.
oh crap,
Dave broke the map.
just crashed.
Oh, Christ.
Fortunately, I saved,
That was lucky.
but I've never had that happen.
You gotta save up for a new PC. You still trying to get a PC? Oh, mate. That is not good.
Well, time to go bring the kid to his doctor's appointment. I'll catch you guys later.
Alright, Mr. Darius,
Alright.
thanks for popping in, buddy.
You have a good one.
Oh, that is definitely not good. Well, I hope you get something sorted out, buddy. Soon. Wish I could help, that is for sure.
Oh.
Wish I could. How's that one doing? He's...
All right, I'll be back in a couple minutes.
Alrighty. Oh, he's refilled. Let's get you refilled a sec. You misbreak things. I bet you are. Well, thankfully at the minute, it seems to be other mods doing that, so don't worry about that. But yeah, obviously end of the year, beginning of next is hopefully going to be the aim for Dave's new map, for anyone interested. Obviously, like he's mentioned, one of the main things we're waiting on is the Platinum expansion and see whether we can actually use any of the scripts in there in the new map. Obviously, Mr. Braven with the production revamp mod has added so much to obviously the current production line. It's absolutely amazing work he's done there. Oops, let me get a bit closer. But yeah, I definitely need to work more on FS22 than other games, I think. Really slacking. There we go. relies so much on farm. Yeah. Yep, that is for sure. Actually, while I'm here, I'm just going to get these ends tidied up a little bit. Where that tree was, and around by the houses on that side. Always seems to miss them. Go in and turn. Oh, on. Thank you very much. Oh, come on, spin around, spin around, spin around. Dang, that was close. There we go. Cool, that was a little bit tight there. Let's turn that one on. It'd be nice if there was an easier way to turn some of these things off and on. So that is precision farming, bad lad. So I am running that. That's the nitrogen level showing that is in the orange. So depending on the crop, sometimes it turns out green, sometimes it comes orange. Obviously, different soil types affect that as well. There we go. Let's see if I can get this backed up properly without crashing too much. Obviously, on the front there is this basically a scanner that scans the field as I'm going. Obviously, in this case, it's going to be the hard worker when I get around to doing it. Just turn you on. Turn that on. There we go. I'll get to the end and I'll show the rest of that, the actual map itself. So Mr. Dashnet here has actually gone through, added obviously the soil maps, so it makes life a little bit easier. But it is a lot harder in places. That's fine. Let's deactivate that for a minute so I get better speed. So one thing I did notice with the thing on the front there, that little scanner, actually affects your overall speed as well, which is kind of annoying. And let's do this little bit by the tree as well. Get him running again. There we go. So this was two separate fields that I've actually ploughed together. This is the first sowing of it since being combined to one. So obviously different areas are going to be different nitrogen level to the rest. Let's get that lined up. Turn that on. There. Turn that button back. So in the menu, obviously, you have your different soil textures around the map. Obviously, you can now actually purchase them for anyone who hasn't seen them in here. So you just select the land, then do purchase, and obviously they'll charge you a little bit. Obviously, for that little area there, it's going to cost me $10,000, nearly 11. Obviously, I've already got it. It doesn't need any work done to it. And obviously, different areas are better for different crops. Actually, I have not purchased that one yet because it's a new field, so let's buy that while I'm here. That's fine. As you can see, it does have different soil textures coming through. You've got loam, which is the browny sort of colour, the dark blue being your silty clay, and then obviously your loamy sand is obviously yellow. Also around the map you do have your spots, so your sandy loam, which are green, which is best up here really. And then bog areas. So for instance, if you were to clear this pond out from the silt, which is in there, that would be the prime area for growing your cranberries and raspberries. Not raspberries, rice. Boo! Sorry about that. Well, obviously, over time, what should happen is the soil will need to be rescanned. This is another area down here that I've missed. So let's purchase that while I'm here. It's another area I just recently purchased, so and that area is placeables. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, so kind of cool. One thing that shouldn't affect it is this, but it does seem to. But obviously, overall score is not bad. It's 74. Still try to get it back up to what it should be. But obviously, like in 19, obviously you do have your pH levels, which is if it's not quite right, you're going to need to add lime to get it to those darker greens and into the blues. I've never been able to get it to blue, but from the looks of it, that little patch right there has a blue on it, which is kind of nice. Obviously, over time it will go to black, meaning it's going to need to be rescanned. Yeah, I've still got so much to do on here, bad lad. I'm slowly getting there, but I've got a lot still to do. Obviously, that orange that you mentioned on the field is the nitrogen, which is obviously your fertilizer state. Obviously, I always try and aim for the green if I can. You get a better yield off of them. But some of these fields are friggin' impossible. As you can see, they're bright, a really dark red. Actually, yeah, it's nothing actually on there, so hopefully once I get a crop in there, I can actually apply um, fertilizer. Obviously, this is the one I was doing over the weekend with the pumps and hoses slurry spreading, and it's giving me a really dark green color. It's kind of strange. It's 1, 2, 3. So it's pretty much hitting every version of the green. But obviously that is just grass. So hopefully I should get a good crop off of that when it's ready again. Right, you are fine for now. I need to carry on with my down here a sec. Right, you're finished with, so that can now be returned. So, bye. I'll do the blueberries later off when I'm not streaming. I think doing half a stream of just the grapes is bad enough. It's kind of a boring one, just going up, down, up, down. I like to mix things up over here. So we've got to drop this guy off. There we go. But yeah, I've still got, I think there's about half a dozen of the factories to place down, bad lad. Make sure they're like the tier 3, tier 4 stuff. But they're definitely getting there. And I am aiming to try and get them down within the next month or two. Then probably once, obviously, Dave's maps, the new ones are out. What I'm kind of planning on doing is maybe doing a day on WolfCreek, for example, and then do a couple of streams on the new map to show that off. Obviously, it is going to need a lot of testing before it can be released to you guys. Try and get some of those new production type things running, which is what Dave's going to be working on. Yay!
Yay!
Yep, fun and games. Actually, one thing I am going to do now, actually, because I keep forgetting to do it, is I need to tidy up my steel factory. I got a lot of pallets spawned out a while ago, and still haven't got them sorted out. So I think we'll get that sorted today. Might as well take a little trip over there with the flatbed and truck. Doop doop doo. Once we get this unloaded. Select the front trailer. Yeah, the nice thing is obviously with breaking things, you can learn how to fix them as well. I do need to get this actually unloaded at some point as well in here. So if I spawn them out, next lot pallets. We've got cherry, blueberries, and cranberries there at the minute. For any of you guys who haven't seen this, actually, you don't have to go into the menu to spawn them out. Obviously, you can actually just left and right click to get to a product. So obviously, one thing I would recommend is just spawning one less initially than what's stored. So obviously, you've got 999, just under 10 pallets worth. So if I was to do, say, 9 pallets, that would do 9,000. As soon as those pallets are spawning out, it'll then kick over to 1,000. As you can see, the bottom line there now has 1,000, so you can actually go back in, oops, with the R key, go on through to the cranberries, and then spawn out that 10th pallet. There we go, just like that. Wow, that actually loaded in quite quickly, or spawned in quite quickly. Interesting. And do I have a forklift or anything over here? I don't think I do. Time to cheat. Super strength. And is it enabled? Nope. There we go. Hey KW, how you doing, buddy? There we go. If I go in here. Oh, a fair bit. When's a good time to sell juice out of curiosity? Let's have a little look on here. I can never remember. Juice. So, January. So the beginning of the year is probably the best. October is another one. So might do a sell off in October. Cause I've got quite a lot actually being stored up there on some of them. So yeah, something to do next month. There we go. So let's get rid of that. R key. Scroll through to find the next ones. So I'll do that. Get a forklift or something over here. I had a little skid steer, but it was not strong enough to push some of these pallets, which is kind of annoying. Yeah, how is Mr. KW doing today? Wow, that really buggered that lot up, didn't it? Oh, freak neck. Stay there, stay there. There we go. Ooh. There we go. Good enough. There's that. And that should be fine for now. I still need to put down a display on here, but that's fine for now. Alrighty then. La, 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 la. That's better. Righty, get you over. Let's do Alrighty then, let's see what we have, eh? Now, this, I don't know if any of you guys are using any of the random trailers. Seemingly, one of the packs is meant to be able to auto-load with the universal auto-load add-on script. I cannot seem to get the blatant things to work. Wonder if any of you guys have had the same issue? Where did I put the trailer? There. But yeah, I really like those trailers actually. Great for harvest time. So I've got both the add-on mod and there's the R trailers, if I remember rightly. Um, yes, maybe these ones, the R line ones, are meant to auto-load. I cannot seem to get any of them to work. Come on, back up, back up. Obviously, if any do get it to auto-load, let me know. There we go. Actually, I will actually give these guys a quick service. Haven't done it in a while, so definitely do it, and I'll give them a quick wash as well. I don't bother with the repainting stuff. I like a little bit of wear and tear on my stuff. While I'm here, I will give you a wash. Oh, get out of the blinking way. Really, where did I get the buildings? These are the ones by Hot. So you'd have to go to the Hot website and download them from there. They're Horsfield ones. Let me grab you a link. I'll pop it in chat. If I still got it. Yep. Logistics DLC is what it's called. You will probably have to sign up for the website. But once you've done that, you can access like the mod packs and stuff. It's the same as the SGA website, to be honest. So that's the direct link for the Logistics DLC. And you get quite a few different buildings in it. Also, you get this garage. Oops, don't want that. Thank you very much. Obviously, you got these buildings here. That's an actual truck bay. You can actually wash your trucks in with the trailers. No problem, buddy. And then also you got storages as well. Pallet storage, bale storage. There's a lot of different things in there. Root crop storage. Definitely a nice little pack actually. And as you can see, it does work with the animated object mod as well. There we go, so that's fine. Just need to top you up. Filling up. Actually, I might tweak this because it's very slow at refilling. That is the only downside to it. And where's my little counter disappeared to? There it is. Oh, how are we doing? Oh, yeah, plenty of time. Plenty of time on the counter there. Right, so off to the steel factory. Here we go. Oh, crap, that's a point. Is this pallets or bales? I cannot remember. Oh, well, we'll find out in a minute. Pretty sure it's pallets. We'll use it on last. So, time to go for a little bit of a drive, guys, so enjoy the views. Need some music in the background or something, I think.
Does that work?
Yeah, nah, that didn't work. One thing I do want to do with these fields here is combine them all into one big field. I'm probably going to be doing that this time. I think I've got one field there still to be harvested. So once that's done, I can get them all combined into one. Got this almost due, some maize. I think I've got 2 fields of maize to harvest at some point when that's ready. Got plenty of, the thing is, I've got plenty of fuel and stuff, so I don't know what I'm going to do with it now. Corn oil, probably. Actually, while I'm over here, I can check out that park line and make sure it can actually be sold as well. Okay. So I've got field 63 over here, which is ready as well to be harvested. Um, and it's full of friggin' weeds. Oh my goodness. I do not own them yet, so yeah, I'm going to kind of work on this area next actually for buying fields. And then obviously combine it into one big one, like a lot of people do. I'm not sure about what I'm going to do regarding the rest of that. I might kind of thinking actually now looking at it is purchase the rest of that land there where the farm, start a farm is for you guys. Remove the trees, smooth it off so it's a nice incline, then have one field there. I think it would be quite nice. And it'd be even nicer if these silly AI drivers didn't get in the way. Doop-a-doop-a-doo, ba-doop-a-doo. Oh, wrong one. Which is key? Oh yeah. Hoot hoot. And actually, while I'm here, like I said, I've got to check something quickly. I never actually did it the other day. I've placed some lines down here. Oh yeah, that looks a little bit better. Slightly off, actually. But oh, good, they can be sold. Good, I did set her up right. Yeah, it's in German. If you're using Google, you should be able to translate the website. Yeah, it's basically set up the same as how the SGA website is done, where you just sign up and then once you've done it and confirmed the email, you can access everything in there. Alright, so let's get this lot put away. But yeah, definitely want to get those storages sorted out actually for the next map, because one thing I find kind of annoying really is obviously with these ones that Dave's done, they're quite a small trigger. You're getting like half a trailer in there at a time. But I'm very picky that way. So, back up a bit more. I almost feel like going into the i3D and lengthening it a little bit. Or using the smaller trailers maybe. There we go.
Complainers.
I know. I still want to know why they don't stack as well, these pallets. That's something that confusing me. Because I know on some trailers they seem to stack like 3 or 4 high, and then other trailers they only seem to do 1 high. It's like, well, what's going on? What's the difference? Sort of thing. Oh,
Hmm.
there we go. What's? I don't know what you like, buddy, Mr. Green Thumb Farmer. Actually, I haven't as yet even cleared out PFs yet. That's full of stuff, so I'll get around to selling it off at some point. Maybe an auto sell or something. There we go. So it's now got the roughly the right area. Should be about there. does help. Ooh, don't go too far. Stupid thing. There we go. That's kind of a cool idea. Yeah. Very cool idea.
Dang it.
Not working?
No, the AI replaces it regardless of what I put there.
Well, that ain't good. That is not good. Ooh.
If I leave it on an unmarked field, it would. Which I may have.
Yeah. That'd be the only way around
Correct.
it.
Yep.
No, pretty stacking. There we go, there we go, there we go, go, go. Dang it. We need to sort out these brakes. Keep overshooting it. There we go. That's better. Yeah, but like I said, guys, I do want to try and bring in those storages from 19. They were kind of cool. They had a nice big unloading area. You could literally fit a whole trailer into it. Basically the size of this here, where you could unload and load back up. I'll get there eventually. And spawns at 20 pallets. Nice. Very, very nice. Obviously, no Impact has done an edit of a storage that a lot of people are using at the minute, where you can drive through, and obviously that has like a spawn area and stuff. It's kind of nice. Oh, excuse me, as well. Obviously, if anybody does want the update on that, I think Mr. T Miller should still have it. So make sure to go over check out his Discord. I believe it's in there at the minute. And I'm guessing that must be full, is it, on nails? It can be.
So far, 646,000 people without power.
Oh Jesus.
I'm just starting. Hasn't even made actual land. Well, the outer bands have, but
59 must be.
the eye is still off the shore.
That is not good. Let me see something. Nails, pallets, 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 pallets. I'm NOP pallets. You could do with some, and you could do with some. Okay. At least I can get rid of them that easily. Yeah, that is a really good idea, actually. That's kind of why I went for the other storages, by Horsefield and all that. It's a nice little pack, actually, and there's so much in there that you could really create a nice logistics storage type area. Also, I'm only utilising a couple of the buildings in that pack itself. But yeah, you could definitely go wild with it. It's nice. I used them in, to be honest, I did use them in 19 as well. One thing I'm kind of curious to know is whether they're going to be bringing back the global market or something similar, because that was kind of cool, where you can actually share, sell, and buy products from other players. But obviously that's LS Modding Company. It's done that, I think, if I remember rightly. Dang it. There we go. Just got that field finished. Need to get rid of those stones as well while I think about it. Get them producing lime. And that's that field prepped for the next crop to go in. Trying to think what else I need. Definitely going to be planting a lot of grain crops over the next couple of days on here. Hopefully by Friday I'll be able to get all that done and maybe look at trying to get into the next harvest season. Get some of these fields cleared before the end of the year. But one nice thing obviously with the production revamp scripts, obviously we were talking earlier about obviously using like fill from sun, fill from rain. There's obviously one other thing that was added is seasonal products as well, which is kind of nice. That's something that we need to figure out as well next with some of these factories. So we can have like say pumpkin batch in the autumn or November sort of time, then eggnog in winter. There we go. Top that bugger up. I'm watching CNN. That storm looks bad. Yeah,
It's a
Ian.
monster.
It is. Yeah, that is definitely a good way of doing it, Green Thumb Farmer. Obviously have everything apart from obviously the end product set to distribute. I personally, I've got a lot of the stuff of the factories actually set just to store. There's a few I do have set to distribute, only for the simple fact I kind of like it times just to take a break from doing farming or forestry and just move some pallets myself. It's kind of cool. But yep, the main one is obviously the orchards and greenhouses. They definitely need regular visits, that's for sure. Alright, so that's fine. Oh, while I'm here, I need to move my gold. If I can use this trailer, I should be able to. Wow. Do need to get this filled back up as well at some point. That should have a fair few in it. Just so it keeps running at least. Obviously, if you've got like say a Mahindra or something like that, you could use them if you wanted to, or a smaller utility trailer or something. I thought while I had this, I might as well use it. So let's shove that there. Come on, and you. Oh, you're gonna be a pig, aren't you? Yep. You're gonna lie down on the job. Yep. It's not often that I end up sleeping. Actually, I like doing a lot of work, the transporting in the night as well. I kind of got into that when I was on county as well, running through the night, doing like the transporting the pallets. I still kind of do that now actually. Unless I get really, really bored on doing everything, I'll just keep running through the night. Oh, stop. I think I've done it a couple of times during the stream where I've actually jumped through the night, but it's very, very rare. But yeah, like like I was saying earlier, Mr. Culp, if you're still there, with the truck or trailer storage here in front of his, on the side here, it's got a truck wash, and you can actually drive into it. Now, obviously, because this just been cleaned, it's probably not going to make much difference. But on the outside here, you have the option to turn it on. If you look in the F1 menu there, which one was it? B key, I think it was to activate. I have to turn it around. Yeah, is that the one? No. There you go. Left mouse button. Obviously, the doors close on either end, and then actually starts washing. And it actually works better in 22 than it did in 19, because sometimes the trailer wasn't getting fully cleaned, and I really like it now that they actually were able to get that fixed. So obviously it just runs through the cycle, and then you got a perfectly clean trailer. Nice. And truck. So I'm glad they're actually able to bring that back, to be honest, so that's cool. Alright, so I'm going to just shove you around here for now. I'm here looking at I'm getting ideas. Yeah, so obviously this is the one that Surfing Cowboy did. That has it was basically converted from 19 to 22, and has obviously the Dashnet mods on underneath. There is a wider version of it as well for anyone who wanted to try it out. I've always run just the standard one. It's a very nice trailer. It'll be in the PV mods category within the shop. So right here, and obviously you got the standard flatbed, which is the one I've got. Obviously the wider version does exactly the same thing, but obviously it is that double the size almost. And obviously for anyone who wasn't aware, obviously the liquid tanker from 19 is now back as well, with one addition, Mr. Reaper logo. Obviously this is the company that he's actually working for, so thought why not add that as well. So yeah, then obviously that is on the website as well. Both can be found under the Billy Alpaca mods. Obviously Surfing Cowboy doesn't have a modding area yet, but who knows, one day he may, if he comes back to it. I need to give these good freaking clean. Go away you. I'll go grab those stones in a minute. But as it's close to that time, can I mute you a bit more? Yes, good. Snooze number 2, 60 minutes, cool. I need to find someone to raid in a minute. I need to jump off, go do some washing up. And there's an ice cream in the freezer waiting for me. Might help my throat a little bit. That's better. Right, so
Ice cream.
yeah, I'm still eating ice cream.
You have an addiction.
It's kind of like our pudding. We don't often have pudding, so yeah. Ice cream, nice. Doop doop doo. So ads are suspended for a little bit longer, so that's cool. We'll go get this tipped, and then we'll find someone to raid over to today. I haven't even got a clue who's out there, so let me look on my phone. Not many from the apes. Good. Cops. Evil within. Nope. Jeez. Anybody got any ideas on who to raid out there? Because I've got nobody currently.
Playing Farm Sim?
Yeah, if possible.
I don't know. I don't see anybody. Well, Billy Alpaca viewers also watched Liam Hustwick, Farming Simulator. I don't know who it is.
Liam
LIAM_HUSTWICK. He's playing Farm Sim.
Okay, never heard of him either. Might have to check him out in a sec. Days at Wednesdays. I'm surprised Mr. Jababo isn't live yet. Doesn't he usually stream on Wednesdays?
Well, he's been streaming a lot though lately, so I don't
Yeah.
know if he's planning on going today or not.
Come on, where's the trigger? There we go. Alright, I think I'm going to call it for now. Let me just save this a sec. And I'll come back to this later and finish that off. Right, because obviously I don't want to go into the ads again. So let's jump over to the ending screen and get some credits rolling. So big, huge thank you to all you guys for coming over today and lurking and commenting. It was great to see Mr. Braven is actually on top of everything. Obviously, Mr. Dashnet here is obviously working on the maps. Make sure to check him out later. This thing was at 2. In about 4 hours' time, he should be going live. Hopefully, I'll be able to catch some of his stream today. Right.
It's
That's
a
kind of nice.
requirement.
Oops, dang it. Oh, I always watch them back regardless. So.
I know you do. I won't be messing with you.
Alright, so you said, was it Liam?
Liam Hustwick is the name. I don't underscore Liam _Hustwick.
Liam
I don't
underscore
know. All I know he's playing Farm Sim and he's
Hustwick.
got 36 viewers right
Oh,
now.
there we go. Let's have a look. And he's doing a little bit of combining on Italia Emilia map. Ooh, they have some pull behind grape harvesters on that map, if I remember rightly, that I'm kind of interested in. Cool, so I think we're going to check out somebody I've never raided, so let me copy that and get this raid going. So this, stick around guys, let's check this guy out, give him some SGA love. Like Dave says, he's got currently 31 people watching, so who knows, he might be some pretty good content there. Alright, Mr. Zippy, catch you later. But yeah, thank you very much for everyone coming out. Obviously, Ron FS Junkie, FS21 Junkie, should say, and Mr. Laws, DE123, thank you very much for this follows earlier on. So, obviously, I'll be back on Friday at my usual time for my 2-hour stream before Mr. Dave goes live. Obviously, I'll be checking out Mr. Dave later, that's for sure. Until next time, guys, stay safe and stay well. Catch you later.
Have a good one, everyone.
I really need to hit that button a bit sooner. 3, 2, 1, bye.